Happy Sunday, all. If you feel like we're jumping around a little, it is because we are. I jumped in, I went full steam for a sermon with our Confirmands here, and sadly, I wasn't quite ready in terms of my technology. So let me catch you all up before we jump back into that. Today's reading is... Now there are varieties of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are varieties of service, but the same Lord. And there are varieties of activities, but it is the same God who activates all of them in everyone. A beautiful passage there that was read in parts by our Confirmands who are joining us this year, 5 of them who you'll get to meet in a moment. I asked our Confirmands, why is it that you're here? And I wasn't going to let them offer an answer in front of everybody and possibly get themselves into trouble, but instead I offered some of the world's most favorite answers. Answer number 1, well, it seems like my parents said I have to be here. Common answer. Answer number 2, perhaps it's, I came because she's coming. Hey, that's a solid answer. Or maybe you have some really good Catholic friends and they got a lot of really great gifts last year, so now you're really inspired to do so. Great. Those are some of the answers. But when it comes to fun answers for why confirmation is important, it's not like it's the youth that have the corner on that market. Parents can offer some pretty colorful answers as well. So why is it important to you that your child joins us for this retreat? Because please God, take my child away from me for 3 days. Yep, solid answer. These things happen. Some parents will tell you, I have no idea how to ask, or rather answer the questions my children ask. Please do it for us. That's what we're here for. These are all really solid answers. In the last confirmation class, we needed to come up with what I would call a working definition. So something that made sense to all of us. And I do love analogies. So you will have noticed during that part of the gospel reading, or excuse me, the New Testament reading, that we had an image of a beautiful fruit tree there. It looks like something arborists have spent a lot of time on. And it is a lemon tree that has a lime tree and an orange tree grafted into it. I believe that at baptism, that's where we understand through the language of the church and tradition that we, as young sprigs, fresh out of the ground, are grafted into the vine that goes before us and after us and was there of all time, the church. We are grafted into the family of Christ. We are young and we are supple green sprigs, and I let our Confirmands know that is them today. They are our green sprigs that have been brought in through baptism, and they have spent many years with us as a community saying, we love you, you are part of this, we nourish you. That green sprig, there is no expectation that next year we are going to see a cantaloupe growing on that thing. It's not how it works. The expectation is that for years and years, that grafted spring is cared for by the vine, by the tree, by the branch. And in time, it will come to maturity. And that is confirmation. Confirmation is when individuals say, I was a sprig. You took care of me. You nourished me. You have shown me the way. And now I too confirm I wish to be a part of this. I too will contribute, and I will bear fruit. That's what confirmation is, friends. That's the analogy that we are going forward with. Does that mean that you shouldn't expect great gifts at confirmation? Absolutely no. This is a both and. We have all of this greatness happening, and we've welcomed our Confirmands to this, and we've asked the community to commit to the process. We've asked our Confirmands to commit to the process, and we have prayed over it. And then I think, I am a practical application person, and I have no idea what it means when somebody says, bear fruit. What does this mean to me as an individual? And so I have some items I will bring right over, and I have used these to demonstrate what is it to bear fruit. And we have taken these one by one as a group, and we have laid them out, and we have said, these are my offerings. We have my lunch. We can just leave that behind. But we have all of these beautiful items in here, starting with a CD. Confirmed into it, said, I will contribute. I will contribute my gifts. I will contribute my talents. She sings beautifully. So this is what she brings. This is her contribution. I would head up there and put it towards the altar and lay it there, but I will lose technology along the way, so we're just going to pretend. Oh, look at this. Here's a quarter. Our dear friend Martin, who's over here, spends day after day after day worrying about us and our financial state and making it look good on paper and keeping it all legal. That's a contribution that he makes. That's how he bears fruit. In the past, I don't know who made this one. Grahman's family can maybe tell me if it looks familiar. The Confirmands made and contributed kneelers, prayer benches. This is a talent and a skill and a gift that they had that they made and gave to the church. That's how they contributed. That's how they bore fruit. Ooh, I've got some paint in here. For those of you that don't realize, painting, hectic process. This is chalkboard paint, really fun process. But our friend Dan the man in the back, day in and day out, he makes sure that this church runs, that it looks good, and he does the same with the parsonage. That's what he does with his gifts, how he bears fruit. We have some very outdated technology. I apologize that it's outdated, but our friend over here, this makes sense in what you're doing here, right? Confirmed last year and already the head of our tech team, and he contributes by being the admin for that and making sure that we look and sound good, hopefully look and sound good in recorded form. That's the fruit that some people bear. They were baptized and grafted. They were confirmed and said, I will bear fruit. I know what it's all about. I know how to do it. I've seen others do it. I've seen the example, and I will bear fruit. And that, I believe, is what confirmation looks like. Does this make sense? Yes? Families of, does this make sense? Yes? Did your confirmation feel like that, sound like that? Let's pretend. I hope so. And I hope it was a great time. It does come with some warnings. The first warning is, as much as we've dragged them up here and made no effort whatsoever to embarrass them, although there is time for it yet, the time of confirmation is that final time of saying, we nourish you. We feed you. This is your time of growth and development. My parents say to me all the time, going to school is your only job. Yes, I'm still in school, I know. Yes, but school is your only job. That's what you need to focus on. And that's what the church is saying to you this year. This is your only job. But that means that there are all of these other great jobs and all of these people who are here to support. So as the community that's going to support and nurture them for possibly one last year, if you don't pass your confirmation exam, it will be another year, but we will negotiate at the time, okay? So for one more year, right? Fingers crossed, one more year, will we nurture these souls? Yes. Will we nurture these souls? Yes. Some of them said yes, some of them said nothing at all. We'll take it as a yes, okay? You're going to be nurtured. Now, do you understand that at the end of this year, we might stand here, or we might stand out at the point, or we might stand God only knows where and have a conversation about you being confirmed into this? Do you think in a year that you could be ready? Do you think in a year that you could be ready?
Yes.
Yes, I wanted to stand over here because this is where I was hearing confidence. We'll work on it, friends. I love it. So here we are. You confirm to support them. You confirm that you wish to be a part of this process. So you are installed as our catechumens, as the people who are going to go through this process for a year together. We are going to do this as a community because this is the only way that we can do things well. Now, the final elements that we need to add to this, because I know each and all of you, either a little or a lot, I'd like you to introduce yourselves to everybody else. You do not have to offer an answer for why you are here, because we've already come up with that and it's over there. If anybody ever asks, just point to the grafted branch, okay? So if you wouldn't mind, come up and introduce yourself. And remember, these are the folks that in a moment we're going to be praying for, so it's always great to have them by name.
My name is Maya. is Olivia.
My name is Frederica.
My name's Annika.
My name is Max.
Let's welcome them.
I see the King of Glory coming on the clouds with fire. The whole earth shakes, the whole earth shakes. I see his love and mercy washing over all our sin. The people sing, the people sing. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. I see a generation rising up to take their place with selfless faith, with selfless faith. I see a near revival stirring as we pray and seek. We're on our knees, we're on our knees. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Heal my heart and make it clean. Open up my eyes to the things unseen. Show me how to love like you have loved me. Break my heart for what breaks yours. Everything I am for your kingdom's cause. As I walk from nothing to eternity. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest.
Love song by Peter Gabriel, The Book of Love. I don't know if you know it yet, but when I listened to it some time ago, I found out that it beautifully describes not only the love of a couple, but also my relationship to, the Bible, the tradition I grew up in, and so I want to share it with you, and perhaps it can inspire you too.
The book of love is long and boring. No one can lift the damn thing. It's full of charts and facts and figures and instructions for dancing. But I love it when you read to me, and you can read me anything.
Get rid of his arm, because otherwise I won't be heard.
The book of love has music in it. In fact, that's where music comes from. Some of it is just transcendental. Some of it's just really dumb. But I love it when you sing to me, and you can sing me anything. The book of love is long and boring and written very long ago. It's full of stories and symbols and things we're all too young to know.